today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Justin Herbert and the Baltimore Ravens.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Lawrence. Again, it's Johnson. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Complete. It's Johnson. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 65 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
From the 41, Lawrence. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Boswell going with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Ravens now ready to get the football for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On the give, this is Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result. Now Lawrence.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. They'll drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Herbert. That's taken in by Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Herbert off of play action. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, shelling through the defense. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. He's looking for Ridley again. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Herbert now. This one caught by Ridley. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. From the 27, Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the 1st half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, They feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a short one there to Fryermuth. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Pressure too much. Down he goes. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start in the Northeast. An NFC East battle and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And it's been all Eagles in the first half as they lead at the intermission. Miles Sanders, well on his way to a 100-yard afternoon. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Dwayne Haskins, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A give. This is Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Herbert. And he'll go right back to Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play action. It's Herbert. He completes it to Ridley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Final minute now of the third quarter. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Lawrence on 3rd down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Again, it's Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll toss to Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Andrews. Tyus Bowser able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, it's Herbert. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Herbert on first down now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On the ground, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Herbert, and that is incomplete.
And what with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there. That beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Harris. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He's back to throw. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Back to throw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air. And
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play,